Okay, so creator points, like the creator point like system, or like the rating system, kind of. So I've kind of looked into it, not really, but like I've tried deciphering this, and I've kind of come up with this. Basically, so there's the base level, which is like, I'll just give like a brief overview. The base level is most like basically just like everyone who does not have a creator point, everyone who is not well known, not like super known in the community, not established, just basically everyone who isn't well known and not on the radar. Mid layer is people who actually are on the radar, and they most likely have a decent amount of creator points, or most likely at least have one, and they are usually basically just like the majority of like just like creators out there, not like established, not like super popular, but just like creators in general. Higher is like the higher tier is like like super established creators. Like this is like where like the lower end mods, like established collab posters, very established creators, like creators where like they will pretty much every level they post will be guaranteed to get like 100,000 views. Like very popular creators that RobTop most likely follows and sees what they make. And then the top layer is like the higher end mods, the elder mods, people who make event levels, people who have like actual connections to RobTop, and people who are just like they basically know him. So basically, I'm just like, the thing is, when you are in one of these layers, it is extremely hard. I think the only one where it is like feasible to get out of is the base layer, and even then it is really hard. Like you basically have to grind. You have to grind either popularity on platforms, or you need to like make like the most like banger levels ever. But like it is possible. When you are in mid tier, unless it was like earlier into the game, like you're not getting out of mid tier. This is where you are for like the rest of your creating career, and you just kind of have to stick with it. Unless you get extremely lucky and you like participate in like a large scale creator contest, you are most likely going to stay here. And you're but although once you get to higher, I think it is possible to get to top, but I really don't know. So basically, base layer is just like, the way I feel base layer works is you are required to either have your level be really like, there's no the thing the one thing that's good about base layer is that I feel like you don't have any standards yet. I think it is probably the second lowest like standard for having like rate worthy levels. However, it is by far the hardest to actually get a rated level, because there's like that's not the right thing. No, I didn't want to do that. But like base layer is by far the hardest to get a rated level, because you have to get through like 7 different barriers. There's so many barriers you have to get through, and there's almost no way of skipping them. Basically, first barrier, you actually have to take the time to make a rate worthy level. Second barrier, you have to, you know, you have to get it. You have to do the very difficult, task of getting it sent by a mod. You have to send the ID and possibly tens of streams, and you basically just have to get lucky that your mod plays your level and thinks it's good. If they don't think it's good, then you have to either you can do one of two things. You can either go to a different mod, or you can just or you have to improve your level and then get it re-verified, or you can just make a deco update. And then the next layer is that once they send it, you have to hope that RobTop sees it. If he doesn't, on to the next mod. You just tough luck. And then if even if Robtop does the U level, there's a chance he just decides not to rate it because he doesn't like your level. So this base layer is extremely frustrating and is one of the reasons why the system is so flawed, because if you're in the base layer, you're just fucked. Like, you are fucked for a while until you establish a name. So this layer is just, yeah. And then there's the mid, and then there's, okay, so now I'm gonna explain the mid layer, because the mid layer is like, you have a mid layer is once you actually have at least like one like relatively popular level, and you have actually like, you have a name, you are known as a creator, and people know you for you and your levels. But you're also not like, you're basically just a creator in the community. You're not a creator for RobTop, you are just a creator. Excuse me. It's like, in this tier, it is mostly easier to get some of your levels rated. However, I feel you need to like, so you need to like have a specific, like, once you have your first rated level, I think it kind of just establishes like, I think first or second rated level kind of just establishes a style, and you are basically required to stick to that style, like, or else RobTop will be on the fence about you and not want to rate your level because you're not doing what he expects of you. Like, he sees the style, like, he'll see the style of either your first or second rated level, and he'll be like, okay, let's expect you to stick to that style, that set of creating that like specific category of levels for my game. And then when you differ from that, I think he just doesn't like it. He wants you to stick to that one specific type of level. And I actually think I have like 2 instances of this. First one being Kali. As Kali, I think one of her first rated levels was I think it was Chromicide, I think. Not sure though. Chromicide verified platformer demon 2.2. Yeah, so there's like, out of like almost pretty much every single one of her levels that is made and rated is a platformer demon. But there's also like there's also 2 solo extreme demons. Find the Answer, which I actually really like, and I hope it gets rated, but knowing the state of things, I honestly don't think it will. And there's another one higher up. Where is it? I know it's somewhere. Breakdown. This is another level that is there, and I also believe this one isn't rated. It's 2 levels that differ from her usual style, and neither of them are rated, while most of the other levels are rated. Like, if I open the GD browser, search Kali. If I prove myself wrong, that'd be very embarrassing, but I don't think it will. Let's see. So, platformer level. This is the extreme. This is one of the solo extreme demons, not rated. This is the other solo extreme, not rated. Platformer rated. Not platformer, not rated. Platformer rated. So as you can see, almost all of her rated levels are platformer, and any non-platformer level is almost completely disregarded. Which, I mean, it's not like something disgusting, but it's very weird. And then the other example, this is a Kunekun, which I don't even think I need to get the no well, so basically this one is a lot less like proof. This one's more just like a thing. A Kunekun has a ton of levels that just aren't rated for whatever reason. Like they just aren't. And I think it's because he had like a established style earlier on with like the levels he would make. I think Jupiter, like Cooley Mazy Polizzi, Boom Shakalaka, Limit Macaronis. Yeah, so there's like there's a lot of levels here that aren't rated already. I don't even need to look at this, and I already see tons of levels. This one actually got like a top spot in a creator contest, and would you look at that? It's not rated. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 3 levels so far that are completely finished, and actually I think this one as well. That's 4. That's 4 levels, and then 5. This is one of the levels that follows his style. So I think if we go into like his earlier like this level follows his style, this level kind of follows his style, this level 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 follows his style. Almost all of these levels follow his style. This one doesn't. Like the thing is, his like earlier levels, they do have like they have a style, and I think he like kind of weaved his style into something so that Rob Top didn't entirely notice at first. This level, I'm surprised this one got rated, but it did. But like the thing is, this level's a similar style, this level's a similar style, this level's a similar style. Like that's like 4 levels. Oh wait, no, what did I do? Why did it do that? What? Why is everything highlighted? Let me refresh. Okay. So I know I'm taking like a while on this. I'm not like being fast, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't entirely recognize all the names. I think that's a finish level, so that's 6, 7. We had like an established. So I think we could just say like 6 different levels were not rated because they didn't follow the same like style. And actually, there was like 7 of them, and then 1 of them was rated. So I think that might just be like a thing where it's just like there are so many of them to the point where 1 of them just happened to get rated. But just like still, there's a very like there is definitely a theme of levels that have a similar style to what Rob Top was hypothetically used to being rated. Like this one has a resemblance. This one has less of a resemblance, but also this one took longer to get rated. And this level just hasn't been rated yet. Probably just because it's strange. Like it's mainly my theory for like a Kunekun is probably a lot less like set in stone. But and a lot more just me like guessing, grabbing at straws. But I feel like Kali kind of just the sheer coincidences of Kali's situation kind of allows me to take more guesses as to why Kunekun has trouble getting rated levels. And there's okay, so I think we can move on to like the higher tier, which I think you can usually tell if a creator is in this higher tier if they can get a level rated within less than a week of their level being out. Or at least or not within less than a week, within less than like 3 days. Like if a level's rated within the first day of being out, the creator is most likely in this tier. Or the creator made an absolute masterpiece, which is very rare, and even then it is most likely to take a while to get rated. Like, for example, I think a good most like lower end mods that create levels or people on the creator leaderboard. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, like lower end mods, people on the creator leaderboard, people who have like an established like community like presence. That's basically what this tier is. It's just people who Rob Top have has believes to be extremely capable creators, or at least like creators that he just believes can't screw up in his eyes, because he thinks that diluting off the main path is basically just screwing up. So I feel like again, like most like mega collab posters as well. Like I think like if you look at like Jonathan GD's channel, like he's not a mod, but he's an extremely like he has a very big presence, so he can get his levels rated like almost all the time. His levels will be rated all the time. Kermal is also another person who's in this tier. Just because Rob Top likes them, I really don't know why. He just like he will rate levels from Kermal just because. And then there's the top tier, which is basically just everyone who works with Rob Top. So like this is a tier where just everyone like, they make a level, it gets rated, and Rob Top glazes it to no end because they can and they know the person. The one event level by Subwoofer that got mythic. Or or like the one I don't remember the final level in the NCS event thing album, which I mean I kind of liked it, but like yeah, I could understand why people didn't really like it, and that was it didn't really deserve mythic, it deserved more like legendary. This is basically just the tier for people who work with Rob Top and people who like do stuff for him. They basically just work for him unpaid.